Scientists have been trying to account for all the plastic ever produced on Earth. The numbers did not add up. Hundreds of millions of tons were simply missing. In March 2026, they finally found it. By the end of this video, you will understand where the missing plastic went, what it is doing inside the human body right now, and why the scientists who found it say that cleaning it up is no longer possible. This is the Living Archive. Global plastic production has surpassed 300 million tons every single year. Scientists have struggled to account for all the plastic ever produced. Much of it appeared to be missing. Researchers knew plastic was entering the ocean. They could track it entering. But when they went to measure what was actually there, floating on the surface, washing up on beaches, sitting on the ocean floor, the numbers were far lower than they should have been. Hundreds of millions of tons had simply vanished. For years, the scientific community called this the missing plastic problem. Where was it going? Was it sinking? Was it being eaten? Was it somehow breaking down? New research published in the journal Nature in 2025 and confirmed in March 2026 revealed the answer. The plastic had not vanished. It had broken down into particles so small they are measured in billionths of a meter, invisible to the naked eye, undetectable by traditional monitoring methods. Scientists call them nanoplastics. When researchers from the Royal Netherlands Institute for Sea Research scaled their measurements across the North Atlantic, they arrived at a number that shocked the entire scientific community. Approximately 27 million tons of nanoplastics are floating in this region alone. 27 million tons. In one ocean, invisible. If this is the kind of story you need to hear, subscribe to the Living Archive. New episode every Tuesday. Now, where exactly did it go after the ocean? These particles are dispersed in trillions of liters of water, mixed with salinity and marine organisms, at depths ranging from the surface to over 4,000 meters. But they did not stay in the ocean. Nanoplastics are now in rain. They are in rivers. They are in the air. They are in the food you ate today. They are in the water you drank this morning. Nanoplastics have already been found in human blood, in the placenta, and in human brain tissue. Let that land for a moment. Plastic particles, invisible, billionths of a meter wide, have been found inside the human brain. People diagnosed with dementia showed plastic levels in the brain 3 to 5 times higher than cognitively healthy individuals. That does not mean nanoplastics cause dementia. The research is still ongoing and causation has not been established, but the correlation is significant enough that scientists consider it a serious area of concern requiring urgent further investigation. Research has already linked the presence of micro and nanoplastic to higher risk of heart attack, stroke, and death in patients with plastic in the plaques of the carotid. Here is the part that makes this story different from every other environmental problem you have ever heard about. You can pick up plastic bottles from a beach. You can drag nets through the ocean and collect microplastics. You can build better recycling systems and reduce future production. But removing nanoplastics from the ocean is in practice impossible with current technology. These particles are dispersed in trillions of liters of water at all depths. There is no net fine enough. There is no filter large enough. There is no technology that currently exists or is close to existing that could remove 27 million tons of invisible particles from the North Atlantic Ocean. The scientists who made this discovery were direct about what this means. Prevention is our only option, not cleanup. Prevention. Every piece of plastic that enters the ocean today will eventually break down into nanoplastics. Every bottle, every wrapper, every piece of fishing net, every synthetic fiber washed from a piece of clothing. Nanoplastics now outnumber larger micro and macroplastics in the North Atlantic. The invisible particles have already overtaken the visible ones. The plastic problem we thought we could see was never the real problem. The real problem was the plastic we could not see at all. Before the final thought, if the Living Archive is showing you things nobody else is covering, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every Tuesday, free, you will not miss a single one. The ocean looked clean. That was the problem. For decades, we measured the plastic we could see. The bottles, the bags, the great garbage patches that made headlines and ended up in documentaries. We built organizations around cleaning it up. We felt like the progress was being made when the visible plastic declined. But the visible plastic was not declining. It was disappearing into something smaller, something that could go anywhere, something that has now gone everywhere. The study was published in the journal Nature, one of the most respected scientific publications in the world. The lead researcher called it a silent crisis. 27 million tons of invisible plastic in one ocean. And that is only what they have measured so far. The Earth keeps records of everything we do to it. Everything. This has been the Living Archive. Next week, the ocean current that controls the weather for billions of people is slowing down. Scientists say if it stops, the consequences will be unlike anything in recorded human history. Subscribe. You will want to be here for that one. See you next Tuesday.